Kind of the video game sounds make their way into a few of the songs on the album. But at the time, I mean, I always have been into video games, but I don't think I was really. I think I was more referencing some of the electronic music that I was into at the time. For Brand New Colony, it just right away kind of sounded like a toy to me. The instrumental, like even the beat, the way the beat sounds kind of like miniature or something. And I think I added the wind up sound to the beginning of it after I made the instrumental because it reminded me so much of like a toy. But again, also it was probably real inspired by Square Pusher and Warp Records and people doing kind of crazy drill and bass type video gamey sounding music.
Brand New Colony is one of my favorite songs on the record, and I think I should come clean a bit about that song in the sense that I have been and always will be a huge Magnetic Fields fan. And there's a song on their record Holiday called Desert Island, which uses a lot of the similar kind of imagery and like that I'll be this, I'll be that. And in the first verse of Desert Island, there's a couple like I'll be this, I'll be that. And I just kind of, I guess, stole that idea from Stephin Merritt and just ran with it. And I was like, okay, well, I love that song so much. I want to make something that's kind of like that. But I'm instead of just doing a couple of these like metaphors in the first verse, it's just going to be the whole song. Like the whole song will just be like bang, 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 all the way to the end. To me, it's like I was so influenced by Magnetic Fields and specifically that song Desert Island that I felt I wanted to make something that was kind of similar. And maybe having just exposed it, I've ruined it for people. But hopefully that will make people go back and listen to Desert Island and realize what a great fucking song that is. But I think if no one's put that comparison together till this point when I'm telling people about it, I'm sure it probably wasn't as similar as maybe I thought it was. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
I'll be the phonograph that plays your favorite albums back as you're lying there, drifting off to sleep. I'll be the platform shoes, undo what heredity's done to you. You won't have to strain to look into my eyes. I'll be your winter coat, buttoned and zipped straight to the throat with the collar up, so you won't catch cold. I want to take you far from the cynics in this town and kiss you on the mouth. We'll cut our bodies free from the tethers of this scene. Start a brand new colony.
As I said, I write everything linearly. So I was looking at all the lyrics and I have this kind of virtual stream of consciousness of metaphors through all of the verses. And the structure of the song, there's a verse and a break and a verse and then a chorus. So it's not a traditional structure, pop song structure. And the chorus is like there's a lot of words and there's a lot of imagery and it's just kind of coming at the listener like, I want to take you far from the city of this town and kiss you on the mouth. But it's just going and going and going. And I just wanted something just very simple to add at the end, because the song is just so lyrically dense and there's just so many ideas in it, arguably too many. But there's a lot of ideas in there. And, I felt that it needed just a very simple sentiment to kind of wrap it all up.
I think the Everything Will Change coda at the end of the song really satisfied like the emo part of me, like that part of my musical interests.
I don't think it's a coincidence that I was writing songs for Transatlanticism at the same time. Because in the song Transatlanticism, the verses are very dense lyrically. There's a lot of ideas in there. But it just ends with this very simple coda of I want you so much closer. And I don't think I wrote Transatlanticism on Monday and this on Tuesday per se, but these songs were all being written at the same time. So I was finding that using very simple language after an entire song of a lot of ideas was a really effective way to kind of just like tie everything up with a nice bow. And yes, of course, if all of these things in the song happen in this fantastical scenario, then yes, everything would change, right? And it just felt like a nice sentiment to end on, like an optimistic sentiment versus maybe some other moments in the record that were a little less so.
It feels really emotional. Even it took on a really like an even bigger life as like the last song we'd play live too, just that being shouted out over and over again.